walk, stand, sit. One day I was on the basketball court playing ball. I heard this unusual voice squeak out a call. There was no one around but this old-looking man. He was standing there on the bench and feeding the birds out of his hand. He came up to the court with this funny-looking grin. He told me that God has told him to come because I was living in sin. So I kept shooting and running after my ball, not really paying attention to this man at all. He kept on saying that one day I truly would be blessed. And I'm thinking that this might be God's way of putting me through a test. So I spoke and I told the old man to let it be. The old man kept speaking and called out my name like he had known me. I just stopped in my tracks and gave this confused stare. He peeked back and said, "Yes, God cares." Then he asked me if we could take a short walk. I said yes, and he began to talk. The more he talked, the more I heard this loud chirping sound coming from the mouth of a bird. I kept listening to the bird chirping and gazing up to the sky. The old man kept talking. It felt like time had passed me by. I found myself standing by the bench with the old-looking man. It seemed like we had traveled miles because my shoes were covered with sand. He told me if I believed in God and His righteousness, that my shoes would last, that it wouldn't seem like I traveled so far if I took His path. The old man kept talking about the ungodly shall perish someday, and that I would have to choose or my blessings would fade away. I listened to the old man so much that he kept hitting all the points in my life that were bad, that I found myself sitting, looking upward and meditating so long that the day turned to night. When I came down, the old-looking man was nowhere in sight. My mind was at a standstill with nowhere to roam. As I sit there, it felt like I was finally at home.